And welcome to Backyard and Beyond. And here with us today is Bethany Rogers. Good morning to you, Bethany.
Good morning. Glad to be here.
Yeah, well, that's great. And have you been out for a run this morning?
No. I running this morning.
Are we hearing Bethany, Chris? Little cold out there, but you could come inside to the Y or the hospital or lots of other places where people can go to walk and.
Yes, I've even heard Walmart's a good place to walk too. I've heard some people do that.
Okay, so there are options when it's cold and blustery and going to get colder and blusterier out there. There are places to go inside where it's warm and do your walking if you'd like to do that.
Absolutely.
And of course, as part of Healthy Cass County, you really promote that, right?
Oh my goodness, absolutely. That's the main part of my job.
Promote activity and health in general. Well, we have several topics we want to talk about, and I think the first one that we want to talk about is the Health Summit that's coming up in February.
Yes, the Health Summit is coming up on February 12th, and that's a Saturday, and everybody in Cass County is invited. Please come.
And we've had some health summits in the past, various kinds of things, but the place is different this time, and kind of the format is a little different.
Yes, we're changing things up this year. Usually it's at the community building, but instead we're going with the YMCA here in Atlantic, and we're having it in the morning. So we're going to have a breakfast theme going on instead of a lunch theme.
Okay, so we start at 8?
Yes.
Yep.
Start at 8.
I'm sure the doors will be open a little before that. And what's going to happen then during the morning?
Well, from 8 to 9, we're going to have breakfast and booths, and we're going to have different organizations from around the county come in and show what they have that promotes health and wellness or activity. From 9 to 9:45, this is going to make people think. And it's when our speaker comes in, her topic is Find Your Susan Boyle.
Okay.
And I'm sure people are really wondering what that means.
Yes.
So I'm just going to leave it at that.
Yeah, we can imagine a lot of different things, and hopefully most people know who Susan Boyle is.
Yes.
Very out of shock almost, very successful singer. If you haven't heard her, she's a marvelous singer. So,
yes.
Yeah, okay, that'll be interesting.
So, and then from 9:45, 10:15, we're going to talk about the health in Cass County, both pros and cons, but also we want feedback from everybody that comes. We want to learn from people in Cass County.
Okay, what are the health concerns?
Yes.
Maybe also look at some of the positive things about Cass County.
Absolutely, and actually we have a lot of positive things to talk about, which is very exciting.
Yeah.
So,
but we need to keep working on those things that aren't so positive with some prevention and treatment, and so we need to know what people are thinking about out there.
Yes, I mean, we may work on it on a daily basis, but we still might miss something. So we want people's feedback, definitely.
Okay.
So, and then from 10:15 to 11, some of those organizations that have the booths will come in and talk about, maybe, if you miss their booth this way, you catch it, and they know, they're promoting what they have, and so too, so you can use it for your benefit. And then finally, from 11 to noon, class demonstrations and fitness equipment tours. So we're going to have body combat, body pump, body flow, cycling. Probably missing one here. There's a whole bunch. And also upstairs, John Jordan is going to give equipment tours. So if you don't know how to use equipment, this is a great time to have an opportunity to learn.
And would that be a good time to ask questions? We see so many ads on TV about this and that. As men, in a week, you can just practically transform your body. Well, that might be a stretch, but and I'm thinking perhaps John would know about some of those things and say, well, yes, it could work for this reason, it won't work for this reason, and because it's tempting sometimes to try those things. You can do them in your own home. You don't have to get out, etc. So I think come with your questions if you have some of those too.
Oh my gosh, absolutely. John is really good with stuff like that. He has so much knowledge when it comes to fitness and wellness, and he will tell you exactly what you need to hear. He will know. And if he doesn't, which I don't think that'll happen, I don't know if he doesn't know anything about fitness, he'll let you know that too, but he's very good.
And I think another plus with John, of course, he works at Heritage House. So, and he's really fit. I think he has the whole range of fitness that he can talk about. I mean, if you're my age and you want to start into a program, well, you don't jump into, I think, body flow or some of those things. I mean, you need to do a little prep kind of thing. So I think he can talk about all levels of fitness and ability and how you work into some of these kinds of things. So very knowledgeable and and very motivated. I think he's always so excited about things.
Oh, that's the one thing that I really, really like about John is he can brighten anybody's day and he can get anybody to get excited about their workout. So I was really excited when he agreed to help me with that. I really appreciated that.
Great.
So
again, the date is
February 12th. That's a Saturday, and at the Atlantic YMCA, and it starts at 8 o'clock and it goes till noon. But, I know some people maybe don't have a whole morning, but we just really want you to come stop out at least for some of it, or if you can stay for all of it, great.
Right. Okay.
So.
And what's the fee?
Nothing. It's free, everybody.
This is one of those opportunities that you can take without opening up your purse or your pocketbook and laying out some cash. So come and see that. And, of course, this is a part of the whole Healthy Cass County program.
Yes. Healthy Cass County, oh gosh, how long have we been doing this? Quite a
Couple
while.
years
Couple
now.
years now.
Yeah.
So I've been a part of it for almost a year now, which I'm very excited about. And this summit happens every year, and it's just a great way. I mean, especially with, it's a new year, people want to get fit, people want to be healthy. Here's a great way if you haven't kick-started yet, here's a great way to get that kick-started and to find your niche, what maybe you will like, especially with the class demonstrations and equipment tours. I'm really hoping that'll make people feel more comfortable to try a class or to go upstairs and work out at the Y, or to even, if you have some equipment in your own home, to do it there too. So really hoping that'll help.
There are a lot of us that have bicycles and stuff at home, and they sit gathering dust when we should be using them. So yes, to get motivated to do that would be great. Talking about kick-starting and so on, and Chris and I yesterday talked about Live Healthy Iowa. I think there are a couple things about signing up that you might want to mention.
Yes, Live Healthy Iowa is actually, the first day is this Thursday, but by all means, if you don't have your team signed up right on Thursday, that's okay. Still sign up. The biggest thing, though, when you're signing up, you need to use the group ID for Cass County, and it's in all capital letters, and it's the letters LHI and then Cass. Just one kind of complete word put together, all capital letters. But this allows for myself to see the teams and how they're competing, and also to put the data together at the end of the program, which is always very exciting to see, because I have to say we do a really good job here in Cass County.
Great. And I know Chris, if he hasn't already signed up, he's planning to sign up. And I think, Chris, you had some information on yesterday afternoon or sometime during the day. Did you give us some information about Live Healthy Iowa?
Yeah, I just passed along the sign-up process. Yeah.
Great. That's great. So we want to thank you very much for that. Well, another item related to fitness is that there's a new exploratory kind of thing going to happen in Atlantic. I think it's just Atlantic. Tell us a little bit about that, and I know we'll have to get more details, but I think it's a pretty exciting program coming up.
Yeah, it's kind of got kick-started with the whole walk to school program, and people talking about, how safe are our routes really, as far as sidewalks go, and are they too close to the road? Is there a sidewalk in certain places and stuff like that? And so we're looking to track out some routes to actually, see if we need to improve them eventually someday, or are we doing a good job so far? And it's going to be kind of a big process, and so we're actually welcoming people who would be interested in helping with that, their opinions, because we don't know it all. So, and we're like the Walk to School volunteers. I mean, they've done such a great job and helped me out immensely. I would love for their opinions on some of those things.
And part of this is going to be actually out there, right? Not just talking, but out there working on it. And,
yes.
And I think there's a GPS involved. And,
yes.
Yeah. So, and this isn't something that's happening, in every town around the area or in Iowa. So this is a great opportunity for Atlantic to kind of scope out what's available. And so if people want to walk, then the final information, I think, will give them some ideas about, okay, here's some safe routes to walk that you don't have to worry about running into where there's no sidewalk or some things like that. So that's kind of a study coming up, and we'll get more information on that. But think about if you'd like to volunteer for that. Some other things that you want to mention coming up, or
well, I just thought of one thing I forgot to mention about the Health Summit. We are going to have Child Care Watch. So if that way you don't have to worry about finding a babysitter. As long as your child is 6 months and older, we will be able to supply that so people can bring their kids and enjoy the summit. Or if they want to bring their kids around the summit and then take them to childcare during the speaker and stuff like that, because the kids, we want them involved too.
You bet.
And also, I should have said this right away. With it being a health summit, we want people to know to dress comfortably.
Okay.
Be in your fitness clothes by all means. That's what it's about. So if you want, I mean, you can come dressed up if you like, but don't feel like you have to. We want everyone to enjoy their morning and have a great time.
Mm-hmm. And talking about childcare, that just says to me also that this is for people of all ages.
Yes.
You know, young families. If you're way past that, your grandma age, why it's there for you. There will be something there, I think, of interest for people of all ages.
Yes,
to get involved with and find out what's going on. So that's, I think it's going to be really an interesting kind of experience because it is so different from what we have done in the past with the Health Summit.
Yes, I'm really excited. When talking with the coalition and everything, you know, people had different ideas about equipment, you know, not knowing how to use certain fitness equipment and the class demonstrations. Even with the speaker, you know, it's kind of stepping out of the box. Come find your Susan Boyle. I know people are like, what is she talking about? But we're hoping it will draw attention in, and also I really think once people hear what the message is, they're going to really enjoy it. It's going to really motivate some people. One more thing I must mention about the Health Summit. In order for me to know how much food to have, I would appreciate if people could RSVP if they are coming, with how many people are coming with them, by February 4th, if possible. If still after that, I will survive, but it just makes my life a little easier. And they can do that by calling me at 249-8296 or emailing me at brogers@NishnaValleyYMCA.com.
Okay. And I'm guessing if somebody forgets all that, if they call the Nishna Valley YMCA, you know, you can find that in the phone book. I'm guessing they'd take a message.
Absolutely.
It would be great, you know, if they can contact you personally, but if they can't.
Right.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I will take that.
Okay. So we want to thank you very much, Bethany Rogers, for coming in today.
Thank you so much. Glad to be here.
And here's something to think about. Only in America do drugstores make the sick walk all the way to the back of the store to get their prescriptions, while healthy people can buy cigarettes at the front.